Hello, all. Welcome to the channel. So we have already have three sessions where we discuss on how to create test cases, how to create test cycle, how to execute it. Today we'll be discussing more on the Zephyr scale. Today I'll talk about the configuration. As you can see my screen, right? There is something configuration. What is the benefit of using this configuration is you can create custom field for your test cases. You can create labels, all the things we'll discuss one by one. So if you come to your Zephyr scale, right? As I have opened the Zephyr scale, you can see uh, there is a section called configuration. Okay. In the right side, you can see where I'm hovering my mouse. If you click here, there are different things coming, right? Environment levels, iteration, priorities, and status, test cases, test plan, test client, custom field. So we'll discuss more about it. Let's talk about status basically. So you can see, right? By default, there are three status exist for a test case, like draft, deprecated, approved, right? So what does it mean? Now, if I back to my test library, if you can see, I'll open one test case. Okay, you can see the status, right? Draft, deprecated, approved. So as I explained before, I mean, when you write a test cases, initially you keep it in the draft state, right? Once the test case you discuss with your stakeholder, stakeholder, and they confirm that yes, this is the test case and we are looking to execute it, then you can change it to approved state, right? Then you can save it. So there are situations where it comes, let's say your test case is blocked because of something. Now you are executing it. In this situation, this test case is blocked. You cannot execute it, right? Because there is some issue with that. Okay? We don't have anything like that, right? Uh, I mean, a scenario where this test case need to be marked as blocked. We have graph deprecated and approved. So in that case, if you want, you can create one more, I'm going to the configuration. Let's say I want doing something for the test case. Here I can see status is blocked. Okay. Uh, Add it. Okay. Now you got saved. If you want to change the color also, you can do that. Let's block, we can change to red. Okay. Back to your test library. Now let's, if you create a new test case also, you can see that the status will be there is a status coming as block. Right? If you go to your any existing test cases also, you can see there is something coming as block. So this is where you can change the status to a different field. Similarly, again, if you go to the configuration field, you can create status for your test plan. You can create a status for your test cycle. Right? Test cycle, you can see they are not executed, in progress, done. So your test cycle is, suppose you have created a test cycle, and because that feature is not available right now, or it has been decided that due to some other dependency this test cycle is blocked, then if you want to create a block for the test cycle, that also you can do it, like as we did for you know test cases. So that you can do also for a test cycle, so that when you go to the test cycle. Okay. So if you go to the test cycle, you can see this is something I have done 100%, but let's take an example. Status, right? Either done, not executed, in progress, right? If you want to create a block, again, you can do that for a test cycle also. I'm not doing that because as I explained, you can do similarly, but let's do it actually for test plan at least, okay? No, test cycle will do it, okay? So that I'll show you. Block. Add it here. You can see the block has come. Again, you go back to the test library. If you go to the test cycle. Let's you want to create test cycle or some existing test cycle. Let's say go to the existing test cycle also. If you want to this test cycle starts to block. So it can come as block. Okay. So I'm not changing because we have already done some execution on it. Hmm. So that's why you can change the status field. Okay. Now again, we'll go to the back to the configuration part and we'll see some more things. Now, if you come to the test I mean the configuration for Zephyr Scale, you can see there is called something label, right? So what does this label mean? Mm. Again, let's go back to our test um, mm, library and see a test case. You can see there is some levels is coming, right? LAB, LS. So click to add levels, it is saying. Now, say you want to give some levels to your test cases. Let's say you want to level is at uh, functional test cases or automation test cases, right? So you can by default you can create a level using the configuration. Let's say let's go to the level. Okay, you can see there is no label. I can write as functional audit. So you can see there is something called functional has come. Hmm. Let's go to the back to the test library again. Let's go to the test cases and let's click on it. Okay. If you click on functional, you can see that the level coming is functional. Now, suppose you want to add one more level. Let's say it is the test cases is for non-production. Okay, non-production. That also you can do it here itself. So you can see if you added it here. Let's save this test case. Go to the configuration. Again, go to the levels. You can see this level has also come. So either way, you can add the levels according to your requirement. Okay. This is one of the thing. Similarly, priorities, right? There are three priorities defined as of now: high, normal, low. Suppose you want to delete one priority, then you can delete it. If you want to add something new, generally it happens, right? P1, P2, P3, P4. Uh, so according to your requirement, you can add it here. Okay. So that again, in the going to the test cases, it will come as the priority. What is the priority of the test case? So if you want to have a look where the priority comes, if you go here, you can see that it priority, right? High, normal, low. So that also can be done through the configuration. And one of the most important thing we do in the configuration is the custom build, right? Test cases, test plan, test cycle, test save. So this is one of the most important thing. I'll explain you what does it mean. Okay. Now you are writing the test cases, right? But you want the people to I mean you want to create some custom build for your project, right? Let's say you are creating this test cases and test cycle for a particular application. You want to include the build number further when you are doing the test. You want to include the build number, but you cannot specify in the build number. You can add levels, but there is one more better option is available. Hmm. Let's go to the configuration one more time. Go to the test cases. You can see there is a custom field, right? So let's say I'm using build build version. You can choose a I mean it's a number, decimal number, text field, multi-line, select lead, multi user picker, data picker. So you can see there are different types available. Let's say probably will fit some decimal number. Now whether you want to make it mandatory or optional. If you click on this, that means it is required. It will become as mandatory. Okay. And you need to fill it definitely. Okay. So let's make it mandatory as of now. If you want to don't, if you want to make it optional, you unclick it. Okay. I'm keeping it mandatory. Add. Okay. So you can see this has been added. Now what will happen again if we go back to our test library, create a next new test case. Hmm. Let's say I'm just creating an example test case. Okay, today for this demo, example test case, example test case for custom fields. Hmm, Trap normal component, let whatever it is there, let it. You can see the build version here, right? You can see there is a star mark here. Hmm. So that means we have to definitely give the build version here. And you can see there is also example given like how you can give that like a number with a decimal. Now, if you don't provide it and you wanted to save it, so it says the following fields are required build version. Let's provide some build version 2.3.5, 2.3. Okay, 2.3. So save it. Now you can see that the test case is saved. Okay, so that's why that's the way you can add custom field to your test cases. If you go to the configuration, similarly you can add the custom field for your test plan, test cycle. You can see I have I have added some server name, hmm, server name and execution type, right? But the single choice select list, single choice. So let me delete it. Hmm. Server name. Uh, and I'll remove that because I'll show you how this list will come. Okay. Server name, text field, single line we have given. Let's add exec. I mean some uh, type of testing. Let's say type of something whatever. I'm just giving an example. Choose a type. Let's say select it multi choice. Add. Okay. So you can see because we have given a multi choice here, it is asking for to add an option. Okay. You can write system integration. Mm. Then this is one. Press, it's written right. Press enter to add one more option. Sorry. I have added so system integration. One more you can write is let's say performance. So these two we are giving. Okay. You can see there are two things added: system integration and performance. This is for test cycle. Now I go back to my test library. Go to the test cycle. Hmm. Let's say create a new test cycle. Can say example test cycle. Um, example example test cycle for custom build. So you can see this server name has come because we have given single text line. So that is why click to add text is coming. So server name uh, X Y Z server something type of testing because you have given choice. This will come as a type of testing will come as a I mean multiple testing. So I like so either system integration or performance you have to give, right? So that's the way we add custom build. Okay. Hope you understood. This will be a short video today, but I think it is very much useful for you guys. Okay. How we can see tests, how can we add custom field to different, right? So accordingly, wherever you want, you can add it, right? Right, environment also I have added one thing. Okay, so hope this video will be useful. Let me know in the comment section if you got any doubt, I can clarify. And please subscribe to the channel so that because there is a delay in getting the videos. Sorry for that, but this will be a series of Zephyr Scale sessions. As I said before, also this will have all the details required to work on Zephyr Scale, and also we will cover the automation part in later sessions. Okay, where you can automate the Zephyr cycle, like whatever you are seeing rightly, I'm doing it manually. All through will be done through automation, so that you can integrate the same code to your DevOps pipeline or somewhere you are trying to integrate. So we'll continue doing that. So there will be series of sessions coming. So do subscribe to the channel so that new videos will get notifications. Okay. Thank you for having time. Seeing the video. Hope it will be useful for you. Thank you.